Hello, another tough video, tell a friend video, also an ad hoc. Not too much research, but it's a quite easy topic. And the topic is the default of a society is in general bad, and it soon turns into evil. Now, why is that the case? Let's look at a society, so you have several people, and they make up a society, and then one person stands out and he's the leader, and he kind of wants to tell them what to do. This is kind of a natural thing. It's often the alpha male, the alpha person, and that is kind of in nature, genetically, that is the dopamine, serotonin, tonin cycle, where one moves up and the others move down, depending on kind of fighting it out. That is a normal mechanism that is kind of hundreds of million years old, let's say 500 million years old in the genetic pool that we have. So, but now, so that is science. Here we have the society, and now we have a famous book by Machiavelli, Il Principe, no? The Prince, by Machiavelli. And what he says, he has 5 rules for this guy to stay powerful. And the first one is, please accept it is as it is. Yeah, so please accept how it is, your environment and so on. Please don't be a wishful thinker. That's number 1. Most nice people are wishful thinkers. And then is use lies if necessary, if they serve. Yeah, so please use lies. Yeah, so if somebody else is not lying, you win. And then the third is the mass, which are these guys here, is easily fooled. Yeah, you can fool them easily, and I later explain why. And then there's number 3, and that is to avoid discussion, and that is love or crush. Yeah, that means you either kill somebody and say, you are my enemy, and kill him and hang him, or you say, you're my friend, you're my friend, you're my friend. And that avoids a discussion, because if you kill him, they don't want to discuss anymore, and that's fantastic. So you get your ideas through. If it's a lie, he gets it through. Perfect. And then we have number 5, and that is something, when you're a ruler, you have some allies. Let's say this is an ally. Let's say you have to do something really bad, you have to kill people or make war or something like that. Then let him do that. You don't do it. If there's something really good and you say, oh, now is peace, and we are all living, and we have something to drink, and we have some bread to eat, that's me. I gave you that. So that means here, good for me, good deeds for me, and bad for my helpers. Yeah, and then afterwards you can kill them. You can say, oh, he started the war, I kill him. And then the mass says, wow, what a fantastic leader. Now, why is now the leader in this, I call it the dictator spiral, the dictator upward spiral. So dictator, why is he there? And why are the how can I call it, the servants downward spiral, so the servants downward spiral. That is actually what happens is, so the servants that is from the Old Testament. The one that has receives even more, and the ones that don't have will be taken away the little they have. So that's the Old Testament. That's also a genetic thing. And you can see applying these rules, that is kind of a dictator rule. And here, nice epigenetic the brain alters, his brain changes and he becomes dictator and even a bigger dictator. So he's Stalin, Hitler, and so on. So that is what we become. If nobody tells us, wait. So that is why democracy should be like just 4 years term or 8 years term of normal people, politicians, and so on. Otherwise, they turn biologically, like from their brain, they turn into dictators. That is, that's how it is. That is why I say here the default is bad. So it's kind of this rule. But after 4, 6, 8, 10 years, people turn evil, become dictators. And now what I want to say is, yeah, exactly. Now here the principle, so the prince, the leader, he actually acts almost naturally according to these 5 rules. But if we look at us normal people, and here I would say that in a population you have more than 90%, much more than 90% that are just normal people. And normal people, they talk to normal people. And what they do is, then they, for example, it is as it is, often not. They are usually, no. So he, sure. Yes. Then he's a successful leader. Now, if you look at, I draw them because they're nice guys here. I draw them this time in green. So it is as it is. No, we are wishful thinkers. So no. Use lies? No, we never use lies. And the mass is easily fooled? No, we explain for, well, even if it's complicated, we explain it. So no. We don't love or crush. No, we love everybody. We discuss, and so on. We don't kill others. No, come, tell us. So we start discussion, and then the good. No. Here we are. Oh, I stand for my deeds, and so that is. What we usually do. So that means, according to the prince, the normal people that are kind of equilarian, I'm equal with the other person, they completely lose against the principle. So now, if you think what I wanted to say here as the last statement is that when you have a brain, I always have these 3 brains where we have the intellect, we have the limbic system, and we have the reptile brain. When you talk to another person, just normal, the communication, I would say, of 90% of people would communicate through the reptile brain. Very easy. I like him and let's have a beer with him. I like him, clap on his shoulder, and the ideas, I don't know, easy stuff. So that's 90%. Then maybe 9%, this is just order of magnitude, 9% are on the limbic system, like I'm somebody supporting this, and I have a big heart, and I have a liberal kind of cultural or political, philosophical thinking. So I'm a nice guy, but it is my vision. It's not that I'm a scientist. It's just that this is what I like, and I read these books, and I like these books about but it's not scientific. And then you have maybe just 1% of people that are scientifically skilled in a lot of topics. So they will talk into details about a specific subject. This is the normal communication that goes on between people. And now what this leader usually does, he just moves into here. He moves into here, and then, the reptile brains fight it out. And so the masses say, oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, and we like him. Oh, yes. And that is why it says here the mass is easily fooled. And so my fear, or quoting again Shakespeare, there is no bad, there is no good. The thinking makes it so. So it doesn't matter, but society turns always more into evil because of the dictator spiral and the servant downward spiral. And that's how life goes. And well, there will be every 100 years or so, there will be then a revolution if the leaders are not careful. And then maybe a revolution, they pull it up again, you know, they kind of make it a little bit more equal, and then after some years this will be moving like that, and then in the end they are all down there and the servants are all, the leaders are all there. So that is what I wanted to say in this video. I think that is just normal. You know, I think it's very, very difficult to do something about this because you know, once you're because this is also true for a club, you know, or a smaller society, 100 people, 10 people, 1,000 people. It's the same. You know, one is the leader, and he maybe starts to lie a little bit, and then after 10 years, he's kind of fat on his seat and on his position, and you know, he alters the truth and so on. And the servants accept this, and then you know, you will have that. So it's not only for the 10 billion people we have on the world, but it's for any group. Even the smallest groups has exactly this behavior. Discussion most welcome, because I actually do not like the fourth rule, love or crush. I want a discussion. So I don't want to crush somebody. I don't want to be crushed. I want to discuss. You know, from here there is discussion. Here to come up with an opinion, and here it is stand up for the things you did, and if somebody did something good, you tell he did something good. If you did something bad, you say I did something bad, and you don't try to fool the masses. You try to explain to the masses at the higher intellectual level. You explain it to them, so you don't use lies, obviously, and you accept reality. And to stop with that, that is reality. Thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.